Fasten your seatbelt.
Here comes the ready and
Yo, dog, we heard you like to while you, so we put some inside your so that you can while you're booming, dog. Boom.
What?
Yeah, I said boom. Big red barrel boom. Big red barrel boom. Big red barrel boom.
Yoshi and Smelly.
Big red barrel boom.
Yoshi and Smelly.
Big red barrel boom. Big red barrel boom. Big red barrel boom.
Yoshi and Smelly.
Big red barrel boom.
Yoshi and Smelly.
Hey everybody, it's me, and us, and we, and you. It's episode 5 of Big Red Barrel Boom. We are excited to be here. We are. We always are. And now we present our hosts. Smelly Pirate Hooker out in Georgia, introduce yourself.
This has all been tremendous thus far.
Well, we try. I try to switch it up by saying the same things in a different way.
This is the highest pitched, ninniest boom I've ever heard in my life.
It was my Teletubbies boom.
What's the opposite of onomatopoeia? Because the answer is boo.
There is no opposite.
Anyway, yes, I'm Smelly. Hey, guys,
Yep.
you remember back when I felt like more of a man because I soldered something?
Yes,
Yeah.
I do remember that.
Yeah, I've one upped myself. I'm even more of a man now than I was then. Because what I did yesterday was I felled some trees in my backyard.
You felled?
I felled them.
Did you made them fall, or is
Yeah.
felding is that a verb?
No, yeah, Felled. That's how you say it when you bring down a tree, when you cut it
Yeah,
down.
that's like the old school. That's like what they would say in Game of Thrones.
Yeah,
I love that.
I felled yon tree like several times. It was awesome with a chainsaw and with a guy named Clay P. Wood. It was solid.
Is that a real
Preparing
name?
for a long winter with the Ice Walkers. Hey, you laughed. That means you've watched the show.
No, I was thinking of Thor, and Thor makes me laugh.
Oh, okay.
The Ice Giants. Anyway, yeah,
Chris
so
Hemsworth.
I'm a man, and you guys are not. Yoshi?
That is awesome.
You did DogsDie.
Whoa.
I apologize. I cut out the.
Whoa.
No, we've got. I must go through you, or you're the intercessor.
Yoshi, go ahead.
Hi, I'm Yoshi. It's really unfortunate that Smelly Pirate decided to tout his manhood right after delaying the show because he was making a sandwich for his wife. So whatever you gained from felling trees yesterday, you lost by
You suck bad.
bowing, kowtowing, whatever you want to call it, to your wife's demands. Can you make me a sandwich before you record your show? And then he went and did it. And so you're not as manly as you think. I don't care how many trees you fell, that you can't make up for making the sandwich for the wife. And
Okay,
call
you
me a
suck.
misogynist if you want, but it's true. You're not a man if you're making a sandwich for your wife.
Wait, are we talking about Smelly's wife?
Yeah, we are. Ooh.
Oh. Smelly just walked away.
What? Oh, did I? He rage quit. Oh, no.
Did Smelly just rage quit?
No chance. No chance. I think he got another call from his wife. He's kind
I think he got his call. That's ironic.
He's kind
He
of
got a call
whipped.
from his wife.
Yep.
Yeah. Well, I could do my introduction while we wait for Smelly.
Yeah, let's just go on.
I'm DogsDie, and in hot cars is the second part of my name that sometimes I abbreviate, but not right then. Wait, this isn't the literal episode like we did, right? Before? Okay.
No. This is figurative.
Great.
Episode.
Well, I'm sad that I have to give some of this news without Smelly here, but I have one piece of gaming intro news and one non-gaming intro news. The first gaming intro news is kind of fun. I got an email from Amazon saying, hey, we're really sorry that a lot of people that bought Mass Effect 3 with us had a problem preloading it before release date. And I was not one of those people, but they said it basically, we're giving everyone that pre-ordered the game a free copy of one of these 4 games. And it was Mass Effect 1, Dragon Age Origins, Dead Space, or Mirror's Edge. So I eliminated Mirror's Edge, and I went to Twitter and said, hey, what should I get? At first, Dragon Age Origins actually got more votes. So I said, all right, I'm going to get Dragon Age. But then, Yoshi included, a lot of people said, are you an idiot? You got to get Mass Effect 1. Because a lot of people know that I have not played that. And now, if you didn't know that, now you do. So I said, all right, I changed my mind. I'm going to get Mass Effect 1. It is now installed on my computer, and I'm actually quite excited.
I love you.
Right now, everything is 50% off of the Origin store. So I'm actually going to get Mass Effect 2 for $10.
Oh, nice.
And now I'll have the trilogy, and I'll be able to play through it. So I'm really excited about that.
Can I just tell you that I'm both ecstatic and jealous because of this? Because you get to play through Mass Effect 1 for the first time. And I love that. Like, I love that you get to experience that. And I can't wait to hear everything you have to say about it and about like how you view the entire Mass Effect trilogy once you've played the first one. And I think, obviously I'm the biggest Mass Effect fanboy on the planet. The original, not the... I'm a hipster, so the original one. But when I saw that, I was kind of happy that maybe you'd get Dragon Age Origin too, because I played through part of that game and I really liked it. But I was really happy that you went with Mass Effect. It just, I would love to be able to play that game over again, not knowing anything about it. If they could do like a brain wipe and you just start the game fresh, that would be fantastic. So you get to do that, and I'm jealous, and I also love you at the same time.
Spoiler alert, Yoshi, he's not going to like it.
Spoiler alert, you're not omniscient. And
Life spoiler, DogsDie will not like Mass Effect.
I remember playing Mass Effect 1. There was something sort of boring about that game, right?
Exactly.
There's nothing sort of boring about that game. You guys stop that.
Well, I'm looking forward to trying it. That was my piece of of gaming news was Mass Effect 1. My non-gaming news is, I'm not sure if you've noticed. You can't see me right now because I'm cameraless tonight, but I've lost 18 pounds so far this year.
Jeez.
Yeah. I'm sitting in at 252. 18 pounds. Did I say 17?
You said 18.
No one's even listening.
And okay. And I meant it. So...
It's almost as if you've PayPal'd the pounds directly to me.
What are you eating, by the way?
Your pounds. I'm eating Cheez-Its.
I sent you adipose tissue, and you are eating it.
That's right.
That sounds delicious.
No, everything you lose, I gain. You're the yin to my yang, and my yang keeps getting fatter.
Whoa! Wow, I'm glad that I have that effect on you.
You're gross, Mormons.
Oh, great. So on this episode of the Brown, Freudian flabbergasting. On this episode of Boom, we have. You know what? We're going to talk about the same two games we've been talking about for a month. MLB The Show, Mass Effect 3, and Smelly Pirate actually finished a gaming trilogy this week, and it is not Mass Effect 3. We're going to talk about that and much more on this episode of Boom!
Hi, this is Yoshifett with your tip of the week. Hey everyone. It's okay if you're disappointed with the finale of Mass Effect 3, but please, for the love of God, stop using a Latin term to describe it that you don't understand. Thank you.
Let's learn some things. We have three weekly segments now. I think every year we add a segment. So, in 2020, it's going to be our intros are going to be 35 minutes long. But, Yoshi, go ahead and teach us a word.
All right. My word is a little related to the Mass Effect goulash I've been swimming in. Does that make sense? I don't know. Whatever. Mm-hmm. But the word is nugatory.
Nugatory.
I like that.
We got purgatory, but this is nugatory. And you guys can... go ahead.
N-U, right?
Yeah, exactly. It's Nugatory for those spelling at home, but it's pronounced nugatory, which is very similar to negatory, I guess, and also reminds me a little bit of like the center, the nougaty center of candy bars.
Yes,
but that's not what it means at all. So just there you go, nugatory. If you want to use it, please do, but don't, because you won't. Anyway, that's the word. Enjoy.
Yes. It's the place where morally ambiguous, large buffalo-like creatures go in the afterlife.
What?
One day, the guy on the buffalo.
I have no idea how that made
Nugatory.
sense at all.
Isn't that what a new is? A GNU?
Oh, you're saying like, oh, okay, gotcha. That was too highbrow for me.
Well, it's a spelling joke.
Keep it below the belt, please.
It's hard to make spelling jokes when one of the letters is silent.
It is.
Yeah, and I thought you were talking about like Ted Nugent or something. Like Nugatory. I was like,
Nugatory,
is this a reference
That's where
to
animals
Nugent?
go after you kill them.
with a flaming crossbow. Don't forget. The right weapon is important. Anyway, so Nugatory. I love it. I love the word.
Great.
Just
All
learned
right,
it
Smelly. I'd like to save the best for last, so I'm going to do my MMO speak now because I feel like it's a momentum killer when we leave it for last.
No.
No, it's okay, buddy.
Our MMO speak is DOT or dot. Mm-hmm. And in the MMO world, a DOT usually is a spell that it doesn't have to be a spell. It can be like your little warrior can do it. Clerics do it.
Can it be
really
a
well, though.
cleric? I know.
I imagine.
Yes. Any guesses on what it may be? It's a way of damaging something or causing damage to an
Oh, I
enemy.
know what it is. You throw the little girl from Monsters Inc. at somebody.
Yes, that's it.
That's what it is, right? This is.
Her name was
name's
Boo.
Oh, it's not Dot.
name's Paul.
What? Who's Dot? What Pixar movie is Dot in? Is that the Bug's Life?
Wall-E? I don't know. No, Dot is Bug's Life. Dot is Bug's
It's
Life.
the little.
that's right.
It's the little one that the Rock.
It's the little princess.
I thought Dot might have been that paperwork slug from Monsters Inc. Got your paperwork, Wazowski.
Mike Wazowski. I love my daughter running around the house just saying Mike Wazowski. It's like, way to pronounce
from
that
Dot.
Polish name, honey.
Damage, doom or target.
Doom or Target, yeah.
Take your pick.
You have to either buy Doom or go to Target.
Go target.
It's one of the two. It's very strange. No,
Down on
DOT,
TARDIS. I don't know.
Typically, DOT is related to a spell, but DOT is damage over time.
Sounds like a
And I know all
math
the MMO
problem.
nerds out there are going to say something like,
Actually, it doesn't have to be a spell because the warriors have the rend ability, and rend does cause damage over time.
That was a really good frink, by the way.
Yeah, it is.
"Oh, thanks."
You should do that more often.
I 1/3 of a parody song back in the day, one of our first reviewsicles, I did that voice for an entire verse.
That's true.
If you ever have
And that
to
was-
voice Morden Solace for any reason, you should do it in that voice.
Please let it be Frink.
Yeah,
That's true.
Let it be frink.
If we ever make a Mass Effect musical, I don't know when we would ever do that or think of comparing that.
No,
Maybe
dumb
by the time
idea.
Mass Effect 5 comes out, it'll be done. But yeah, so there you have it. Damage over time.
I love it.
Smelly?
If there's
You got a
a
fun speak?
hold on, if there's a Mass Effect 5, you will need to find a third host because this one will have hung himself from a bridge. But anyways,
Not a lot of damage over time when you hang yourself
yeah, it's
in the
very
bridge.
very quick. The amount of time is short, and the amount of damage is really high.
That's right.
It's a very lopsided equation.
Yeah, it is.
Suicide jokes are funny. Sorry, go ahead.
Yes, I love them. Thug Speak this week is it's very, very, very common. You'll hear it a lot, and so some of you may have heard it already. It's basically just a way of agreeing with somebody. If you said that you really liked the amount of damage over time that your instrument of damage over time did, I might respond, "I know that's right," and that's just me saying I agree with what you just said.
Okay. All right.
So I know that's right.
Is it kind of like saying verdad in Spanish?
It is. Our
Okay, see.
Garcia speak of the week would be verdad. Verdad que sí?
Verdad, my favorite is verdad o mentira. They say that in Spain a lot. Do they say that in New York, South America?
They say that in Jimmy Sepulveda.
Does that mean
he
like
does?
Does that mean like very very true or something? I'm just
No,
guessing.
it literally means
Truth or lie.
Truth or lie. Verdad o mentira.
Oh, mentira, like a lie, mentira. Okay,
Uh-huh.
Truth or lie? Damage or target? Same thing.
yeah. Same
Yep.
concept.
Doom or target. Yep.
Doom or target.
Exactly.
I always thought
Good
DOT was like a beach volleyball game or something that with jiggle boob physics. Is that something else I'm thinking of?
I don't know, but you got my attention.
That.
And we lost him for the show. He heads off to Google.
And I'm gone. Dang it. Never used the word boob. So we have topics, and we'd like to talk about them. I'm going to say 3 words, and then we're going to listen to Yoshi speak for about 10 minutes. Mass Effect 3. Yoshi, what do you think?
Well, I wasn't expecting this.
No, I'm sure.
No,
Says the man who makes the agenda.
All right, Mass Effect 3. Everyone who listens to this podcast or follows me on Twitter knows that I'm a pretty big Mass Effect fanboy, and BioWare fanboy in general. I'm about 11 hours into Mass Effect 3, I want to say. I've been trying to squeeze in every hour that I can.
That's great. The game's been out for 12 hours. So that's good.
Yeah, we recorded this a long time ago.
Well, that's one of the funny things about playing Mass Effect on Xbox Live is looking at your friends and where they are, and they're all like level 54 and stuff, and I'm like, oh, shut up, I hate you. Like, you don't have a job or kids or anything. You just play Mass Effect all day. Good for you.
Yeah.
I will say this. Mass Effect 3 is pretty much what I expected it to be. And I don't really mean that as like a put down or anything at all. And though in the past I've said many times, and I still agree with myself on this one, that Mass Effect 1 is the superior game to Mass Effect 2, I think that Mass Effect 3 is pretty much Mass Effect 2. I don't see a ton of huge changes. Let me give you a few examples. Like the cover system, which I was talking to DogsDie about a little bit before the show. The cover system is very similar to Mass Effect 2, except for now they've added in this rolling mechanism, which is really awkward and clumsy. And my problem with this, and it's the same problem I had in Mass Effect 2, and it sounds stupid, but I feel like Mass Effect 2 and 3 rewards skill too much. Like, if you're good at shooters... then you can be pretty good at Mass Effect 2 and 3. Whereas with Mass Effect 1, you didn't have to really be good at shooters. You just had to be good at the whole RPG thing and powering up your guys. I feel like one thing they've done here is by focusing it on combat in this specific way, they've taken away that feeling of just being very overpowering because of what you've done in the past. And, I mean, you can be pretty badass just because you're good at shooting stuff. And I think that's a kind of, it's a minor complaint. The other, and again, these are minor complaints. I mentioned on Twitter that I've been nitpicking this game a lot because it's so good that you have to nitpick if you're going to try and find something to say about it that's critical at all. And I excel at nitpicking things. But the other thing is that the missions, in the same way that Mass Effect 2, they felt very compartmentalized. I feel that same way. You have a mission, you like just kind of get dropped off there, you do the mission, and a lot of times after you do the mission, there's no like sense of closure to that mission at all. It's just like, we did it, yay, and then it goes to a black screen, and then you're back on the Normandy. And,
back to the bridge.
Yeah, exactly, back to the bridge. And the thing that I liked, one of the things I really liked about the original Mass Effect was the feeling that you were on a journey. You know, if you had to go to a mission, you'd have to drive the Mako across a planet and then, you know, settle down wherever the fight was to be had. You'd have the fight, do your thing, come back, regroup. And so these little, like, compartmentalized levels, to me it feels like they drop you into a zone. You know, you kill 12 to 15 enemies, and then you're out of there, and then there's some cutscenes. And I really felt, especially at the beginning of the game, like the ratio of cutscenes to actual gameplay was just way off. Like, I was spending way too much time watching cutscenes, especially the cutscenes where you're not involved at all, and you don't make decisions or anything. That really bothers me. It bothered me more at first. Now the game's getting a little bit more open world, but I really think, and this will be the last thing I say because I know I just blabbed a lot, but I really think this game is so similar to Mass Effect 2 in terms of, you know, gameplay and pacing. I know you hate that word, Smelly, but the pacing.
I was going to ask because I've been concerned about the pacing. I don't want to.
Well, that is the pacing problem, is that there are all these short little missions and they don't feel very important. And so I think this game is so much like Mass Effect 2 in a variety of ways. The character development, you know, that if you liked Mass Effect 2, it feels like you're going to like this game. But if you were hoping, like me, that maybe they would incorporate some more aspects of Mass Effect 1 into Mass Effect 3, I think you're going to be disappointed.
So you're saying that 95% of the people that have played either Mass Effect 1 or 2 are going to enjoy this?
I think pretty much everyone who's played the first 2 games will enjoy it. I think...
I basically was trying to say more people enjoyed 2 than 1.
Well, yeah, no, I know that's what you're trying to say, but that's stupid. I mean, just because more people enjoy... just because more people enjoy it doesn't make it necessarily better. You know, more people enjoyed Titanic than Pulp Fiction, so...
Yoshi, in his defense, just because DogsDie said it doesn't make it stupid.
Thank you.
Or
Thank
true.
You,
For that.
I'm not. I wasn't trying to say that it's right or wrong, but based on what your argument just was, people that were hoping that they would have more elements of Mass Effect 1 in it are going to like it. People that enjoyed Mass Effect 2 are going to like it. I'm saying one of those groups has 5% of the gamers and the other has 95%.
Well,
of the gamers.
what I'm saying, what I would say though, is I think there's a certain portion of the gaming community that bailed on Mass Effect 2. A very small portion, obviously, but
5%.
Yeah, but those are the,
like I said.
But that's not what I'm saying. I'm saying like, but if you bail on Mass Effect 2, you're not going to play Mass Effect 3. Like, oh, it's going to come back now. No, I don't think very many people are doing that.
Occupy Mass Effect. That's what you're saying.
Yeah.
So, I mean, that's my take on it so far. It's as much as I've nitpicked it on Twitter and elsewhere. I can't wait. I'm going to go play it right after we're done recording, and I can't wait to get to the ending since everybody says it's horrible. So that's almost a sure sign that I'll love it.
Here's a one-off FU to Surfiro who typed the ending saying, "Well, you should just stop playing the game when such and such happens and this and that." And I started reading it, and then I realized he's telling me the ending of the game, and so I stopped. So F you, Surfiro. And I also like you.
Yeah,
F you.
Thanks for all the free games, but F you.
And also I'm going to give him some love later, so it's going to...
Well, I've actually, listening to you talk about it, this takes me back to, what was it, 2 years ago when Mass Effect 2 came out?
I remember when.
And that's...
I remember.
Yeah, I remember when Mass Effect 1. That to me, it was like a gaming cultural moment, and it was maybe the first one that I had been involved in a long time, and certainly the last one since then. I think maybe Call of Duty Black Ops tried to approach it, but I remember getting that game day one and playing along while everybody else was playing it in the community that shall not be named, and I feel drawn to the game now because of that, because everybody's playing it and everybody's talking about it, and I miss that. And I don't feel like another game has done that. Skyrim did it a little bit, but this, I don't know, this just feels more.
Mass Effect 3? Yeah, you know what? Honestly, I'm surprised that I think I enjoy it a whole lot more than Yoshi's enjoying it. And I know you're not saying you didn't enjoy it, Yoshi.
Oh, I love it. Like I said, I'm going to go play it right as soon as we're done recording. And I'm going to play it until I'm too tired to keep my eyes open. I love the game. It's just like, for me, and I've used this analogy before, it's like Empire Strikes Back and Star Wars. I know they come in different order, but I prefer Empire Strikes Back. But I love Star Wars. And to me, Mass Effect 1 is like Empire Strikes Back, even though, again, backwards order, I know. It's really saying, like, which is worse out of these awesome things, you know? Like, I really dog Mass Effect 2 and 3, but, God, I love those games. And the cinematics in Mass Effect 3 are unbelievable. I mean, I don't know how far you guys have gotten, but some of the portions so far have completely blown away my conception of what you can do, like in terms of showing this grand scale and having it still look really interesting and detailed and intricate. It's amazing. It's an amazing game.
Well, I should say I haven't gotten past the commercial that they aired during the Knicks. So maybe we should ask DogsDie.
Well, I'm glad that you brought up the cinematics and the grandiosity
Good job.
of them. The Nugatory. That sounds Nugatory. That sounds like a candy bar. Am I saying that right?
Yeah, it does.
All right. Well, yum. I got it on PC, and I don't know if there's a big graphical difference between 2 and 3 on the Xbox, but between 2 on the Xbox and 3 on the PC, wow.
It's so much better.
It is.
Now say that sentence again in your frank voice.
You see, the reason why Mass Effect 3 is better on the PC is because of my Radeon XFS 6870 video card processor, 1 gigabytes of RAM.
Well, that's really good.
Dave, edit that in harder. Hey, Dave.
Anyway, no, it looks really good on my 1080p 24-inch Asus.
You can't get away from it.
Asus.
But I'm really enjoying it, and so I saw the cutscene ratio that you're talking about, and I was like, wow, there's a lot of cutscenes, but I couldn't get over how good it looked, and so I didn't care. And I think for the first time in a long time, me being a multiplayer homer was absolutely engrossed in the story of a game. And it felt really nice. Last night, I played for about an hour and a half. And while my wife tried to beat my record score on Ticket to Ride on my iPad, and she failed. But while she was doing that, I was neglecting her and playing Mass Effect 3. And is that well established? Have I wasted enough time explaining the scenario of the situation?
Yeah.
One of our lights was on. The closet light was off. I had my crest whitening strips
Dude, enough,
both my
Dickens.
top and bottom. Okay. Dickens. He said Dickens.
Literary joke.
So, anyway, I found myself, even though in that hour and a half there was probably 25% of it was me shooting a gun, I loved every second of it. Every single second. And in fact, the first 25 minutes was the demo that I already played. And I still loved it.
Now, I'm not asking you to do it now, but could you, if I asked you to, recount to me in general, like a summary of what has happened in the story thus far?
I don't think anyone would want that.
No, I
don't
want you to do it. I'm asking, could you? Do you have the capability of doing that
Right
now?
this second?
Yeah, could you tell me what happened?
Probably.
You could?
I kind of don't believe that. And I'm not calling you a liar or anything, but like the first hour and a half of that game, like, I mean, you could give a very general, maybe one sentence statement about what has happened, but like, I don't think you'd remember the names of the specific people that you run into and etc.
Yeah, it's kind of funny because there's a lot of stuff from the first Mass Effect that I don't get, like
Right.
And it matters what your game save is, but like Ashley's back and she's alive and hot,
And hotter, yeah.
And
we should
I'm like,
mention that Ashley's much hotter.
Don't you dare spoil anything. I don't want to know anything because I seriously don't know anything about what's going to happen.
But you saw Ashley, right? And she's hotter.
Yeah,
with the dark hair.
No, she's totally
Ooh.
hot. Oh, dude, she's wicked.
And
hot.
I'm usually
But
more of a blonde guy, but
I know that's
she
right.
looks great with the dark hair.
And honestly, the first thing I thought when I saw Ashley was, oh my gosh, her and Miranda need to get in a fight somehow. Somehow.
Where's the Jello room on this ship?
You go to Mars, and I was like, whoa, there's got to be there's water on this Mars, right? There's gonna
You
be,
just
like,
spoiled
mud,
Mars.
like Mars mud.
You just
There's gonna
spoiled
be, like,
Mars for
Mars mud,
Smelly
right?
Pirate. Here, I'll spoil something that doesn't mean anything to you, Smelly Pirate. But I'm really, really happy that a character who is prominent for Mass Effect 1 is back. Admiral Hackett, who's like kind of in charge of everything. And he used to be awesome in Mass Effect 1 because he would show up every once in a while just when you would enter a system and say like, Shepard, we have some stuff going on here. Could you go check it out for me? And it was this cool thing. Like, you always knew there were going to be these cool side missions. And now he's like an integral part of the game. And I know a lot of people wouldn't find that to be that interesting, but as such a Mass Effect 1 lover, I love having Admiral Hackett back giving me orders. I don't know what that says about me, but
I know you right. I know you right. Wait, is that what it is? I know you right.
No,
what
it's
is
not
it?
even close.
I know, right?
It's
Doom over target.
You're doing like Friends
over target.
You're
Could
doing
it be any
Trevor
more
speak.
right?
Doom or target.
No, it's what is it? You guys you whited it out of me. What is it?
Nugatory, good buddy.
Nugatory, I think. I know that's right.
That's a Nugatory. Right.
I know that's right. No, I'm Admiral Hackett. Look at me.
Recognize that voice anywhere. That's a dude from Mass Effect 1. So,
I love Hackett.
anyway, now, any other... So, Smelly, are you going to end up getting this game somehow?
I'm dangerously close to buying it like this week and going into debt and neglecting some of my clients, I think.
Stranger danger.
I really, really want to buy it, and I might do it if I can gain enough tokens from the wife. I'll probably make it happen this weekend. Hopefully,
it's like you're at Chuck E. Cheese's or something.
DogsDie, I brought up the plot thing because I don't think that I maybe it's a blind spot of mine when I'm playing games like this, but I have no idea what's going on in any of these games that I play. Like, and maybe this is a decent segue into my one topic this show, but I beat Uncharted 3 2 nights ago, I think. Yeah, 2 nights ago, and it was a wonderful experience. I love the game. The gameplay is fun. There's climbing and walking and shooting and puzzles and block pushings, and it's a very, very well done game. And the times when I had the volume on, the voice acting was excellent. When I didn't, the subtitle work was was tremendous. But it strikes me that if you were to ask me what happened in the game, I could tell you like a couple different places that they went, and I could tell you like the rough age of Drake in maybe 2 different sections,
the 20s to the 70s, somewhere in there, right?
Well, yeah, somewhere between 5 and 80, depending on where you are in the game. But like I don't. The stories in these games,
they don't stick.
If I'm not watching
they're
a
so
movie,
convoluted. I totally hear you. It's like they seem to pride themselves, game developers, on making these like overly convoluted stories that you have to really pay. Like, the only reason that I could say that I know stories of various games really well, like Knights of the Old Republic or Mass Effect, is because I've played them so many times that the story's been like beaten into my head. Right. But for the most part, I totally agree with you. Yeah. Like, if you ask me what Uncharted 2 was about, I could say that I think it was the search for Shambhala or something like that, and there was a part with an Eskimo, and then there was like a city at the end with like mutated Blanca characters.
I think he was a Sherpa.
It doesn't matter. Does that really matter?
Yeah.
And then there's a part where you're hanging from a train for some reason. Somebody betrays you, but like the details of all those things are just like, what? It's so long and convoluted, those stories. Like, how do you keep track? I don't know.
Right, and here's the thing. Like Uncharted 3 took me like 10 and a half hours to beat.
That's not too bad.
And no,
months?
Not at all. And yeah, about 6-7 months. And yet, I couldn't tell you what happens in this story. I know what happens at the end because I just beat that the other day. But like, if you're playing a game like Mass Effect, it took me, I think, like 26 hours to beat Mass Effect 2. Boy, that's like watching an entire season of Battlestar Galactica and trying, in like a couple weeks, and then trying to get me to tell you what happened. And no, I could tell you I really like the episode where like they had to jump through space and time every 30 minutes because
episode ever.
That's a great episode. But I have no idea what like the broad story arc was, other than and so for me, it's the longer these games get, and this is sort of a gripe that I've had before. The longer they get, the less perspective I have on the game. I have a harder time taking in the whole experience of the game the longer it gets. Uncharted 3, I think, in spite of my inability to recollect the details, I love that it's 10 hours long. And for me, that is unquestionably the sweet spot for the length of a game that I want to play. When it goes beyond that, last year or 2 years ago when I had more time, Mass Effect 2 was doable in a couple weeks, but now it would take me 6 months, and frankly I get a little bit
verklempt,
ADD, maybe a little verklempt, a little nugatory when I have to play for too long. So I don't know. Are you guys the same way? Is it because I'm an adult? Is it because I'm a stupid Mormon?
Well,
what is it?
I'll agree to a certain extent, because one thing I've found in Mass Effect 3 is that the times that I've wanted to stop playing and go play the show, MLB 12 the show, have been after like I've done like 3 missions in a row that have pretty much been the same thing, been very repetitive. No. And I'm like, okay, this is the same. Okay, I'm fighting assault troopers again. Cool. And it's like, it starts to get really repetitive, and then that's when I'm like, all right, I need to take a break because I need some other kind of mission. Like, and I'm just tired of attacking Cerberus assault troopers over and over again. And so, like the length, like. it's kind of good in that way. Like I was talking about the compartmentalized missions in Mass Effect, because you can like play 1 or 2 in 40 minutes, and like put it aside. That's cool.
Yeah.
But like you said, then you lose the grand scope of things. If you put it away for too long, you come back and you're like on the bridge in Normandy, and you're like, wait, what am I doing? Like, what's my big thing here? I know I'm supposed to stop the Reapers or something, but wait, what's the whole, like, I know there's something big I'm supposed to be doing, but
yeah.
Well, can I point out the irony though that you get tired of the monotony and repetition and go put on your baseball game?
Yeah, but that's a totally different thing. That's like conceptually.
No, and I agree. I mean, and I'm thinking the same thing. Like, I'll turn it off and go play pinball, which is the definition of repetition, but it's it knows it's repetitious. It's intentionally by design repetitious, and you're trying to like master the minute control aspect of it. And so I don't know, DogsDie, where do you fit in this? Are you the same?
Yeah,
kind of way?
and that's just like what you said about pinball. Baseball's the same way. It knows that it's repetitious, but there's so much involved in it. It's not quite the same as pinball, because I feel like there's more variation in baseball. Would you argue with that?
Yeah, it's because you're not that good at pinball. But go on.
Fun is having Zen Pinball on my iPad. Do you have that on your tablet?
Oh yeah, do I have it? I don't have that iPad.
Oh, so you don't have your favorite game on the go like I have it?
Dude, DogsDie, I love your hipsterness right now. It's making me so happy. I just want to hug it.
Yeah, I want to rage quit.
I was going to buy the new iPad with the excess money I get every month. Do you want to buy my
from
old
Obama?
one?
You mean that Obama check that you get? Is that what you're talking about?
No. I have a salary.
Obama again.
Stupid Obama. It's his fault that I can't get pinball effects on my non-iPad.
It's his fault that the gameplay in Mass Effect 3 has been streamlined too. I know he had a hand in that. That made me mad.
Yeah, it's true.
It's
called Obama Dev.
I'm getting Obama Dev.
Bio.
They should have.
I don't know.
They should have an Obama Dev story.
There we go.
Like a game dev story, Obama dev story. That'd be fun.
Obamaware.
Obamaware. A little quick. Yeah, that's funny. No, I think what I've grown into with my don't have a lot of time to game is games that give me an open world and say, hey, play me for 100 hours. First of all,
Skyrim?
are really homosexual. With their voices.
Are you saying Skyrim here? Because that's what sounds like you're saying.
Skyrim is what I'm saying. Is like, it's beautiful, it's great, it's awesome, but it gives me so much. Like I don't have the brain power or time or energy to get into it and say, all right, now where was I? Let's do this.
Yeah.
So that's why, like a Mass Effect 3 that maybe is more linear than the hardcore fans of that series are wanting. For me, it's perfect because I can hop in and it's like, yeah, go here. And I'm like, all right, cool. Sounds great. And I'm all about it. So anyway, we got to get into Deedly Deek.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah. Deedly Deek this week is on everyone's favorite gaming company's site, Origins.
Love it.
They have DogsDie loves Origins. He's actually one of 3 people that are constantly on Origins. You can find him on Origins.
You can.
It's program.
It's .exe. It's DogsDie. I haven't changed it yet, so it's DogsDie SG is my. It actually stands for sauerkraut grower. I've grown sauerkraut in my backyard the last year. So DogsDie SG.
Right, so when you go seek him out on origins.sauerkraut, you can find they're having a 50% off sale this week that lasts until the of March. I think it lasts till the 18th, so maybe this will come out in time. But you can get Mass Effect 2 for $10, Medal of Honor for $10, Yoshi's favorite game, Dante's Inferno for $10. It seems that every game on there essentially, no, that's not true because Mass Effect 3 is not on there, but Battlefield 3 you can get for $30.
Nice.
And FIFA and Madden 12 for $30. So like almost everything that you would want for half off is half off.
Oh, can I quickly just inform our listeners that I'm over the whole Battlefield 3 guy being in Mass Effect 3, but that it's still stupid.
Oh, you are?
I can deal with it. Yeah. Because I played multiplayer and somebody popped up with that, and I was like, oh, that's so freaking annoying, and it made me mad. But like last week, venting about it, it's all right.
Oh, good, a little therapeutic.
as long as he doesn't show up in the single player, and like brings the U.S. like the Navy SEALs, active duty Navy SEALs in to help me fight the Reapers, then I'm okay.
Oh, hey, there was a question that I didn't get to ask about Mass Effect 3, but I wanted to ask. Is it better with Kinect?
No. No, it's stupid with Kinect.
It's dumber with Kinect?
It's dumb because you say the thing that's like one of the choices on the wheel, and then Shepard says his thing. That how he says something different than what you say to the wheel?
He like parrots you?
He doesn't parrot you.
Yeah.
He says something different, and it just feels really, really dumb when you could just press A. It's like
and that's what most games haven't figured out with Kinect yet. Is almost games interactability with Kinect, unless it's like a dancing game or whatever.
Right.
Everything can be done easier just by pressing the button.
Yeah.
Instead of saying, Xbox, pause.
Yeah.
Just press the A button. It's pause. Just press the A button.
Yeah. That makes
sense.
sense.
If you're just like, Liara, I want you to do this, and then Shepard says something to Liara about some other thing. It's like, it feels dumb. I haven't even tried the squad commands. That also just seems dumb when I have a controller right there where I can... And I've heard that if you use the squad commands, they basically, it's whatever you say, then Shepard repeats, and your characters move, so...
Exactly. Unless I can say, Ashley, Miranda, Mars mud wrestle. and
then it would be better with Kinect.
Until that happens, it is not better with Kinect.
Doesn't it say better with Kinect on the cover, too? So couldn't we sue them for false advertising?
We should sue them.
All right. This is a litigious society we live in, so...
It is.
Send y'all straight to Nugatory.
So, shout-outs? You guys got any?
Yeah, I got one or three. I got Surfiro, and I want to shout him out for this specific tweet because it's so awesome. He said, seeing how attached you are to the Mass Effect series, the ending might or might not change your views on religion. Which that's one of my favorite tweets ever that I've gotten.
That is funny.
And then,
why did he spoil it for me and made a funny comment to you, Surfiro? I'm questioning your loyalties here.
He's actually Yoshifett fans on Twitter.
Whose loyalty quests are you going to do? Mine's the Paragon. He's the Renegade. Which one's it going to be?
Well, I mean, mine is much less Mormon. I don't know if that makes it more appealing, but
make him mud wrestle. Make him mud wrestle.
I also want to shout out McNally 3000 because
DogsDie.
I told him that I would shout him out, and he said he's had a bad day, and I wanted to make his bad day better. I want to also shout out the albino platypus for helping me calm down about Mass Effect 3. And also I want to shout out Marksman Shrimp, who said that he agreed with my rant about Battlefield 3 last week, and if that makes him a hipster, then so be it, and I love that dedication. Finally, one last one, Havoc Sanders, or as he goes by now, Sandosaurus Rex. Shame on you for starting the Mass Effect trilogy with Mass Effect 2. I'm highly, strongly considering buying you an Xbox 360 and a copy of Mass Effect and sending it to your house so that this tragedy does not take place. Because if you start with Mass Effect 2, I don't have words. They should have sent a poet.
I don't even.
Contact reference for everyone. Sorry, I'm done.
I would like to shout out Havoc Saunders. I'd like to F you Albino Platypus, Surfiro. Also McNally 3000.
Awesome.
No, I'm just trying to do the exact opposite as Yoshi. I got nothing.
Shout-outs canceled.
Ha!
Override.
No, I got... No, you go ahead. I don't... I have... No, actually, I do. Raj McNally. I just combined two of them. Raj Diut. He says your lack of Australian content for a start is his suggestion. He wanted us to have an Australian topic today on the show. So whoops, F us, because I didn't read this till now. Shaman.
Have them wrestle in Vegemite. Pretend they were wrestling in Vegemite the whole time. Not Martian mud.
None of kangaroos in Mass Effect 3.
Vegemite Mars mud wrestle between Ashley and Miranda. Go. Wow, this is better with Kinect, but better and more bitter. It's bitter with Kinect.
Bitter with Australian Kinect.
All right, show titles probably has to be bitter with Kinect.
Australian for motion control.
Oh, that's good. That is good. Oh, crap. All right, Smelly, you got
That's
stuff?
not a motion sensor.
This is a motion sensor.
These are
This is a
motion
motion sensor. It's good
Throw
times.
a few more Geth on the Barbie, eh? Maybe that was one too many. I don't know. When do we stop? I think the comedy bottle was dry on that one, and I poured one more time.
Yeah.
You got more DogsDie?
Australian jokes, I mean.
Cerberus stole my baby. There's your Australian segment, Raj.
I heard doesn't the water go the other way when you flush the toilet in Australia too?
Yeah,
Didn't
but then you
Lisa
have to
Simpson
moon
prove
people
that?
instead of apologize?
Yeah.
That's
You
right.
get the boot.
Don't tread on me.
Yep. All right, Smelly, you got things to say?
Yeah, Albino Platypus came up big this week. Broke the tie, actually, so he's unevened out with his iTunes review, where he said, "This tastes like a mother cheetah giving birth to babies in my ears."
Oh, that is a... I'm actually slightly... I know what I'm going to be doing after this.
I don't know if that's good or bad, to be honest. Like,
You're going to do Nugatory?
I'm going to safe search off search cheetah baby birth in my ears. See what comes up.
That was our lone iTunes review from this week.
Ooh, nice.
And I would also like to shout out young Master Wiggity What, who has score chased me on Wolverine Pinball on the PS3. He tweeted me so enthusiastically, just very excited. He said, I don't want to read it. "Finally, I have demolished Smelly Pirate's score on the Wolverine table. My run ended at 39 million. I feel accomplishment." To which I responded something along the lines of, "Nice work, brother, but my score on the 360 is significantly higher." And then I let him know that I have like 93 million or 92 million on the 360, and then he just responded, "Dat score." So he's going to keep working, but I love that he's excited. He told me he has a strategy for getting his score higher, and that just makes me so happy to think about other people that are thinking about
you're
pinball.
inspiring.
It's
I
great.
love it. You're inspiring people to...
I feel I'm pushing people to be better humans and mammals.
That is
Agreed.
wonderful.
Agreed.
Better flippers.
Good job.
Yeah.
Well, everyone, that is all the time that we have for this week's Boom. But don't worry, we'll be back tomorrow, and it's going to be good.
Tomorrow?
I'll tell you what.
What?
In game world, in the gaming
There he
time.
goes. There he goes, committing us to more stuff, Yosh.
We're recording a second episode tonight. We need to, anyways. I have more to say about
we
Mass
do.
Effect
Yeah, we
2. Or I mean 3. Both of them. All of them.
I when if we're gonna bring that up, I haven't even spoken about MLB 09 the show enough.
No.
You heard me. 09.
Good point. I want to talk about KOTOR. Can we do that?
Yeah, please. Well, it looks like that time. Smelly Pirate, in the style of someone from the forums, please take us out.
Yeah. Plugel says, BigRedBarel, boo! I do not know, friends, all but now, even now. Mine heart doth desire a Slurpee from 7-Eleven, only $3 for the week of March 23rd.
That's not a good deal.
No, it's terrible.
Oh, Plugel.
Flugel.
Overestimating Slurpee prices again. Just like old times.
Just like good old times.
By the way, Nugatory means worthless or futile. In case anyone cared. Or inoperative. So if you find a pinball machine that's not working, you can be, stupid Nugatory pinball machine.
You and your ears are quite welcome for the podcasting goodness that you just heard. Why not roll on over to BigRedBarel.com for more podcast, news, reviews, and videos from the biggest, reddest site on the internet, BigRedBarel.com.